So it's the end of week 2 and I'm sorry this video is up a couple of days late. I have been sick for the last couple of days and my voice was just sounding horrible and it's just kind of sounding normal, so I wanted to film the intro when I sounded more human. So I've written down everything that I ate and did in this past week and I'm already up to week 3 currently, so I've started on that week as well. So this is just like my breakfast, my lunch, my dinner, my snacks, my workouts, all that stuff. I'll take a photo and I'll add this to my Instagram highlight story. So if you go on my Instagram page, click the highlight that says fitness. Now I'll have a copy of this for if you're curious and want to see like what I am eating. But yeah, we're just gonna jump right into it. Like last week, I start every morning with about 1 glass of water and I start with an iced coffee. My coffee is like a shot of espresso, a little bit of milk and a couple of ice cubes and a bit of sugar. Just because I don't like warm drinks, I much prefer a cold drink in the morning. Every day I have water, I have a coffee, and I try to drink 2 to 3 liters of water every day. I also do take an iron supplement and a multivitamin and a hair and nail supplement as well. I take the iron mainly because I am a vegetarian and I know I don't get enough iron through my food, so I want to make sure I've got enough of everything. I don't want any deficiencies. But anyway, let's jump right in it. For Monday for breakfast I had yogurt and muesli, and it was like in a little pot and you just kind of tip it over and the muesli came out. It was on sale, that's why I had that for breakfast. For lunch I got a pack of a spinach and ricotta caglione and the pack comes with 2 of them in it. I only had 1 and I saved the other one. So I had 1 spinach and ricotta caglione and a side salad of like leafy greens. Just had to mention this here is the best lunch. I've had it in so long. It is so tasty. I'm definitely gonna have this again. Worked it out and on average it works out to be 315 calories right there. It's so good, it's so yummy. For my dinner I had a frozen meal that I already had in the freezer and it was the super pulse pasta and it's made with green peas, and I like this because it does help me with portion size. So for my workout I started with 10 minutes on the stair climber and that is such a workout. I was so sweaty afterwards. I didn't think it would be that intense, but it was. And then I did 3 sets of 10 on the arm pull machine. So it's like the machine where you sit there and you pull and it works all this muscle here and a bit of your back out. A bit of the rowing machine, and when I go on the rowing machine I like to do 20 seconds on, 20 seconds off. So I start and I'll do like 20 seconds on the rowing machine, just casual pace, you know, nothing too fancy, because it's got the little timer at the top. As soon as it gets to the 20-second mark I will go all out. I will put all my energy into it and I'll go as fast as I can. I'll do that for 20 seconds and then when this 20 seconds is up again I do a slow 20 seconds. So I do that for a total of 5 minutes, 20 on, 20 off, 20 on, 20 off. And that is such a workout. It really gets your heart rate up, and I was told by the trainer when I first started at that gym that that's what he uses when he goes and does like bodybuilding competitions, because he finds it's the one thing that'll burn the most body fat. So I did that. It is such a workout, but for the 20 seconds that you go like really hard, you've got to give it like your all, like 120%. For 5 minutes, and then I did 3 sets of 12 on the leg press. I did 3 sets of 12 sit-ups as well. So it's kind of like an all-over body workout for Monday. And then for Tuesday for breakfast, I had 2 rice crackers with Vegemite on them. I love Vegemite. I know a lot of people do not like Vegemite, but I personally love Vegemite. For lunch, I had the other spinach and ricotta caglione with the side salad as well. So it was the exact same lunch that I had on Monday. And then for dinner, I had another frozen meal, and it was the Mediterranean polenta. My workout, I did 10 minutes on the stair climber. Again, it is such a good workout just to start off with. You do really feel it. And then I did 5 minutes of like ab workouts on the floor, like just, you know, your basic ab workouts that you can do. Then I did 3 sets of 10 on the arm pull machine, and I rode the bike, the stationary bike, for about 5 minutes. So that workout wasn't as hard as Monday's, but it was still something. And then for Wednesday, I didn't actually start off with anything for breakfast. I was running late, so I think I had like a few pumpkin seeds or something that I nibbled on when I got to work. But I didn't have time to actually sit down and make anything. So for lunch, I had a salad, and this salad was so good. I thought I better eat something, so it's a handful of leafy salad, handful of butter squash pumpkin, a full tomato, half an avocado, a dash of like sprinkling of olives, a dollop of hummus, And then I've got one piece of Swiss cheese that I've kind of just torn up on top. That is it, and it looks so good. And for dinner I had 2 rice crackers with Vegemite again. I actually started to get really sick on this day. I remember I was at home, it was like 30 degrees outside Celsius, it was really hot and I was shivering. I was like in blankets, I had a fever, I really didn't feel good at this stage. So I didn't do any working out, I didn't want to push myself. And then come Tuesday, I had half a Powerball to start off because I thought it would make me start to feel a bit better. I haven't tried it yet, but it smells really good. I'm waiting for those chickpeas to cool down because I want one of them. Powerball was really yummy. It was like a curry and it had beans, it had a bit of rice, it had cabbage. It was really yummy, but I only had half of it because I wasn't too hungry. And then for lunch I had the same salad that I had on Wednesday. I had avocado, olives, Swiss cheese, a tomato and leafy greens. And again, that was like a really nice simple salad, but it just was full of flavour and I really loved it. And for dinner I had 1 cup of brown rice, a scoop of pesto pasta sauce, like the little green pesto sauce, and I had scrambled egg whites and a few beans. That was really nice. That was a really filling dinner. I know it doesn't really look like much when you see it, but that was really nice and one of my favourite meals. Didn't do any working out on Thursday either because I still wasn't feeling that well. Friday I had for breakfast the other part of my Powerball that I didn't eat, plus I added a fried egg on top and I really enjoyed that. I don't know if they're made for like breakfast meals, but they're really good and I felt like it gave me a lot of energy to start the day with. So I've just changed camera angles and everything because I realised one of my neighbours was standing outside watching me and it kind of weirded me out. If you can hear that, I have the camera balancing on the scratching pole and the cats decided now they want to scratch it. On the scratching pole. So anyway, back where I was. For lunch, I had half a packet of kids ravioli and it was the cheese and vegetable one. And I had that with a little bit of the tomato pasta sauce. I had that with a bunch of leafy greens to kind of fluff it up a bit and that was really yummy. For dinner, I had 2 rice crackers with Vegemite on it again. And then when Tim was making his dinner, he made like hot chips and stuff and there was a bunch of leftovers, so I had a bowl of hot chips as well. I didn't really work out much on Friday either because I was just starting to feel better and I didn't want to push it. So I just went for like a casual 15-minute run because I thought it was better to do something than nothing, even if I don't go all out and go to the gym. And for Saturday breakfast, I had scrambled egg whites with beans and cherry tomatoes. And of course I had a little bit of salt and pepper on top of them for seasoning and it was really good. And then for lunch I had the other part of the kids ravioli on leafy greens as well. So I finished the container of that. Dinner I had a bunch of like leafy greens and then a few potato chips just to fill me up a bit. I didn't really have too much in the cupboard at this point. And then I didn't work out on Saturday either. I didn't really want to push myself too much because I was just feeling better. Sunday I slept in so I didn't have time for breakfast, but I had a Subway salad wrap for lunch. And then I had a frozen meal, one of those pasta ones again for dinner. And I think that was the last frozen meal I've had since then because I just had to use what was in the fridge. And for the workout, I did a mountain hike and it was about 3 or 4 Ks. It was really nice. I'm really enjoying doing them on Sundays. They're a lot of fun. That's everything I did and ate for week 2. And I did weigh myself. I weighed myself in the morning and I weighed myself in the afternoon. So the week before I was 57.8 and when I weighed myself in the morning on Sunday I was 56.3. When I weighed myself in the afternoon I was 56.8. So it's a bit hard to gauge what your actual weight is. As the day goes on, of course you're going to put water weight on, you are eating, you're still working out, but you know your weight doesn't stay one level for the full day. I like estimated it was about 56.8 again. It's about 1 kilo a week, which is pretty good, but I have noticed this week that I feel a lot better. And I feel like I've got like all this energy and I haven't really had a moment where I am starving. Like I'm always feeling like I'm content, I've had enough food, I don't feel like I'm lacking in anything. But I hope you guys are doing great on your journey and let me know how you're going in the comments below because I would love to keep up with it all. And yeah, don't forget to turn the little bell notification on so you get notified when I upload a new video, and I'll be uploading one next week on week 3 and I'll show you guys how that's going. Don't forget to like and subscribe and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!